All right, news just coming in. What we are getting to know that the NIA has now formally taken over the case of violence that took place at the Indian High Commission in the UK a month ago. It was on the 24th of March where the Delhi police had registered a case under the sections of the UAPA and other sections of the IPC as well. So here is the National Investigation Agency that has now taken over the probe into the violent demonstration by pro-Khalistan protesters outside the Indian High Commission in London last month, and is likely also to send a team there very soon to investigate a larger conspiracy angle. And what has also been said that it was on the 19th of March when the national flag, the tricolour at the Indian High Commission in London, was pulled down during a protest by pro-Khalistani activists, and the videos that had gone viral, and to that effect the UK and its administration there, the government there, had condemned the incident, and India had also raised its voice. But the Delhi police for now that seems to be acting on the case now has handed over the case formally to the NIA. The Delhi police, which has already registered a case under the UAPA, and it's also with the investigation going on. After the meeting with the UK representatives last month, the Ministry of Home Affairs has decided to hand over the probe to the Federal Anti-Terror Probe Agency, and it is the centre now, we are told, has officially handed over the probe to the NIA. It was on the March 19th last month when the national flag at the Indian High Commission was insulted, and it was pulled down by a group of protesters of the pro-Khalistan group, those activists who had insulted the Indian flag. So this is the NIA which has now taken over the probe into the violent demonstration by pro-Khalistan protesters outside the Indian High Commission in London last month. And what we are told that in all likelihood a team will also be sent to the UK to investigate the matter further. Srinjoy, good morning. What are we getting to know? A big crackdown on the pro-Khalistani elements there. We are told that the NIA has now formally taken over the case.
Yes, it's a very important step because India does not want its High Commission in London or in other parts of the world, and importantly Ottawa or Canberra and so on, to be attacked by Khalistanis. So at this point, it's important to find out who these Khalistanis are, who is the person who is masterminding these cases, and work with the British authorities who have been very helpful and ensure that this does not happen again. That is the basic issue. We have to find out who these Khalistanis are, where their funding is coming from, who is planning these attacks, and ensure that they do not happen again, and appropriate action is taken against all those people who are responsible for such attacks.
Absolutely, because ever since this attack has been reported, Srinjoy, India has heavily criticized it. And at the time, it was the UK administration that had also condemned the incident. However, it was much later that action or even security that was beefed up around the Indian High Commission there.
Yes, that happened. And the Indian government has been speaking about this issue and informed the British authorities, who have agreed to help with it, to work with India. That's an important step. We have to see whether this happens again in the future or not. It's very important to ensure it doesn't happen, and it's very important to ensure that there is adequate security around India House.
Absolutely. So does it mean that a team from the NIA will also be visiting the UK soon to further investigate?
It could well happen, just to see what the situation is, what can be done to ensure that the Indian High Commission is safe, and all those people who are responsible for such attacks are actually investigated and then punished.
All right, so it remains to be seen exactly how it would be moving forward, as the NIA has now formally taken over the case of the violence that took place at the Indian High Commission in the UK a month ago, and the Delhi police already has registered a case under several sections of the UAPA and also under the IPC. For the moment, thank you very much, Srinjoy, for joining in. Back with National Update.